So I went to go grab Wii Sports Resort to record some footage for this video, and unfortunately upon opening it up, I realized that I don't know where my Wii Sports Resort disc is, as this is clearly not Wii Sports Resort. Yeah, I have no idea where my disc is, and so the footage in this video is just going to be from the original Wii Sports, but whenever I mention Wii Sports, I'm almost always talking about Wii Sports Resort, which is the sequel. I just don't know where that disc is. So yeah, hopefully that's not super confusing, and with that out of the way, let's get into the video. In my 2.5 years of making YouTube videos about Nintendo stuff, I've learned a lot of different things about this community. There have been times where I'm just having the shittiest day ever, and then I check my YouTube comments or Twitter DMs, and I'm just instantly in a better mood. The support you guys show this channel, the enthusiasm you have for various games, it's overwhelming at times, and it's so incredibly satisfying, and I can't thank you guys enough. But then there are other times where I say something and certain people do not agree and I never hear the end of it. As stupid as it sounds, a Wii Sports Resort port is one of those things that I have consistently seen in my comment section, which starts a ton of debates that just spiral into various insults and whatnot. Whatever the case may be, people are in love with this game, and in the off chance I or someone else on the comments says that this game shouldn't get ported for Switch, I will get comments, tweets, carrier pigeons, even entire response videos. People will literally move heaven and earth to show me that I'm wrong and Wii Sports Resort should come to Switch. Up until very recently, I thought there was no feasible way that Wii Sports Resort could ever come to the Switch. That wasn't until a trailer for an upcoming Switch title known by the overly long and complicated title of Clubhouse Games 51 Worldwide Classics. Now, how does this seemingly random minigame compilation have to do with one of Nintendo's most beloved games coming to the Switch? While Clubhouse Games 51 Worldwide Classics isn't necessarily a port of any Wii game, it includes a ton of different elements from Wii Play. The most obvious example being Wii Play Tanks, essentially returning in this new game. Now hold that in mind, let's get back to it in a couple of seconds, but first let's jump back to Wii Sports Resort. Why do I have such a firm belief that this game will not come to Switch? Well, for one, its name. Wii Sports implies Wii, and I know that there's New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe, which implies that game's on the Wii U, but it's just not comparable. One random letter tacked onto an already overly long title doesn't compare to one of the most popular consoles of all time being the literal first word in your game's 3-word title. On top of that, just like how Wii Sports was made as a tech demo for the original Wii remotes, Wii Sports Resort was made as a tech demo for the Wii Motion Plus accessory, meaning that literally everything revolves around motion controls. Now Thomas, you might cry out, the Switch has motion controls, and while yeah, the Joy-Con do have motion controls, they lack the pointer functionality that the Wii Remote has. Yes, you can try and emulate this. Games such as World of Goo have been doing this pretty much since the Switch's inception, but that doesn't mean it works well. Even in official Nintendo titles like Captain Toad, the cursor will almost always drift left or right, which is why those games have to include a built-in recenter function. It's fine in a game like Captain Toad because the cursor is not the main gimmick, but in Wii Sports, that's the main way you control most of your games. So yeah, Wii Sports Resort, I just do not see it coming to Switch as it is. Remember that? Now let's jump back to Clubhouse Games. Clubhouse Games 51 Worldwide Classics is bringing in a bunch of aspects from Wii Play. Nintendo wasn't going to port the old Wii Play, but many people clearly want these more social and minigame style experiences. Because when you think about it, the Switch doesn't have a whole lot of that. I mean, they have Super Mario Party, which is, in my opinion, a disappointing game. 1-2 Switch, which is barely even a game at all. The Switch is clearly lacking these more social-oriented games like Wii Party, Wii Sports, Wii Play, even to an extent Wii Fit that the Wii and Wii U had an abundance of. Many of the games in Wii Play are living on through Clubhouse Games 51 Worldwide Classics, and that's how I think Wii Sports Resort would have any potential of coming back. It would have to live on, pass down the torch, and leave its legacy behind, coming back in a completely altered form within a bunch of other games. Does this mean that Wii Sports Resort as we know it, Woohoo Island and all, isn't coming back? In my opinion, yeah, there's no way that we get another collection of those mini games all on Woohoo Island on the Switch. I just do not see it happening. However, we could 100% see Nintendo bring back the spirit of some of these games in future titles. Clubhouse Games' 51 Worldwide Classics generally focuses on tabletop experiences. That's why we got the toy tanks from Wii Play and a ton of other board and card games. However, despite that, they still included bowling, one of the most iconic sports from both Wii Sports and Wii Sports Resort. Sure, it's just one out of the many mini-games in Wii Sports Resort, but it's a start. And Clubhouse Games isn't the only title doing this either. Take a look at Wii Fit. That entire game's legacy has lived on throughout Ring Fit Adventure. But not only that, Wii Fit U specifically had a jogging section or minigame something where you would jog throughout Woohoo Island, the same island that Wii Sports Resort took place on. And guess which game in its most recent update just got a full mode dedicated to just jogging through its scenic locales? Obviously, Ring Fit Adventure. So to answer this question that so many people have been asking, even though it seems like a pretty obscure, question to ask, no, I don't think Wii Sports Resort will be getting a port just like, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe did or Super Mario 3D World will, crossing my fingers for that one. But its legacy can live on in future minigames. Sure, it won't have the magic of everything being connected on this one island, but whether it's in future minigame collections or updates to past ones, Nintendo can help Wii Sports Resort live on through the Switch era by implementing its various modes into Switch titles. If you enjoyed this video, let me know down in the comments below, and there's really not much else to say. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Thomas from the Switch Stops, signing off. Peace.